Hey guys, in this video, let us see how to auto-generate the ID in a Spring Boot application that is working with data.jpa. Let us directly jump into the application. Before jumping into the topic, let us first see the initial setup that is needed for understanding this. The domain model that I am going to use is student. So for that, we are having a student class with three properties: name, student ID and department. The class is annotated with @entity. Here student ID is the primary key which is of data type integer and it is annotated with @id annotation. It means whenever you want to save a student object into the database, you need to manually assign the ID. That you all know. But what we want is auto-generate the ID. So before seeing how to auto-generate the ID, let us first see whether this application is working properly by manually assigning the ID. So for that, I have created the service package and the repository package. In the service package, I have iStudentService with three methods: add student, get by ID and get all. In student service IMPL, I have implemented all the three methods: auto-wired student repository to call the methods of JPA repository, the inbuilt methods, that is save, find by ID and find all. Let us also see the student repository which extends JPA repository. Here we are not going to work with any derived query, so I have not added any query. Together with this, we will see the configuration file, that is application.properties. This file is having both the database specific properties and Hibernate specific properties. The name of the database is relation.db and here we have given hibernate.ddlauto as create. It means for each and every run of the application, the existing tables will be dropped and then it will be created again. Now coming to the main class, I have auto-wired iStudentService and here for saving the student into the database, I have created two student objects. For both the student objects, I am manually assigning the ID student.setStudent of 1, nStudent.setStudent of 2. Now let us check whether this application is working fine. Let me run the application. Here you can see the SQL statements that are getting generated. First the table is dropped. If it is available, it will be dropped. Then it is creating a fresh student table and the values are getting inserted. Department, name, student underscore ID, whatever values that we have passed manually. Now let us check this in the database also. Use relation.db. Select start from student. Here we can see the records with the IDs that are manually assigned. Okay. Now let us jump into the topic. How to auto-generate an ID for the primary key. For this, together with this @id annotation, let us add one more annotation with the name @generated_value. This is from javax.persistent package. When you add this annotation, Spring framework will automatically create a sequence with the name hibernate_sequence. And the values for the student ID will be taken from this hibernate_sequence and assigned. So, in our main class, when we are setting the properties for the student object, we don't have to manually assign the ID. Spring framework will automatically generate the ID for hibernate_sequence and assign that ID to the student object. Now let us save this. I have given ddlauto as create. So as usual, the tables will be dropped and will be created again. Now in this case, one more table will be created. The name of the table will be hibernate_sequence. So the value for hibernate_sequence is getting generated first and then it is getting inserted into the student table. Now let us go back to the database and check whether it is working fine. So here also we can see that both the records are having the IDs that are generated automatically. But the initial value for hibernate_sequence is 1. What if there is a scenario wherein I want to auto-generate the IDs with my own sequence and my own initial value and incremental value? So for that, Together with generated value, we need to add one more annotation. Let us see that. Let me comment this generated value. Again, let me use at generated value annotation. Together with that, we need to add one more annotation as at sequence generator. This sequence generator is used to generate a sequence. This sequence generator is having few attributes. Name, the name of the sequence generator, comma, sequence name, the name of the sequence name. Guys, this is the name that will be saved in the database, comma, initial value. What is the initial value that should be assigned for the student ID? Let me give the initial value as 50, comma, allocation size. What should be the incremental value for each and every student? Let me give the allocation size as 1. That is, it will be incremented by 1 continuously. What is the difference between name and sequence name? Sequence name is the name of the sequence that will be saved in the database. Name is the name of the sequence generator. So in case of sequence name, our table name is student. So let me give it a student underscore sequence. So this is the name that will be saved in the database. Now coming to sequence generator. In case of sequence generator, let me give the name as student underscore gen. I need to map the sequence generator with the generated value. Now let us see what are the attributes of generated value. It has two attributes. One is generator and the second one is strategy. Generator specifies the name of the sequence generator. So we have created a sequence generator. The name of the sequence generator is student underscore gen. Let me map the name to this generator. So when Spring Framework sees this at generated value, it is supposed to generate a sequence. But you have given the name of the sequence generator. So automatically it will go in search of a sequence generator with the name student underscore gen. So seeing this, it will create a sequence with the name student underscore sequence in the database with the initial value as 50 and the incremental value should be 1. Okay, fine. What is strategy? Strategy explains how Spring Framework will generate the sequence. The value for this strategy is enum. So here we have got generation type dot. There are few values: auto, identity, sequence and table. If you don't know the details about the underlying database, then you can use auto. If you are working with MySQL, then you can go in for identity. If you are going to use Oracle, you can either use sequence or table. In our case, we are going to use generation type dot auto because we don't have to bother about the underlying database. Spring Framework will take care of the internal details. Fine. Now, let me save this. Without doing any other modification, let me run the application. Our DDL auto is create only, so all the tables will be dropped and it will be created again. You can see the SQL statements that are getting generated. Spring Framework has created a sequence with the name student underscore sequence. And what is the initial value? It is 50. After the sequence is generated, this value will be inserted into the student table. Now let us check in the database. Select star from student. Here you can see the initial value is 50. The increment is 1. So the next student is getting the ID as 51. So this is how you auto generate the ID using your own sequence generator in Spring Framework. That's all. Thank you.